What was that, the Night at the Roxbury guys that did that dance?
Oh, maybe. I don't
That's what
know.
they're doing. That was
Good day. Good Monday. Good last Monday of August.
actually, yes. And we are, I think, about, let me see, less than, we're about 28 days away from the last day of summer. All right.
Why'd you say that?
Nobody's clapping, just
We're,
me.
we're also, aren't we one day away from your birthday too, Curt Cruz?
I don't know anything about that.
Yes, tomorrow is your birthday. Happy
Hmm.
early birthday. Happy birthday eve, Curt Cruz.
Thank you, Jen Pirak. Don't ask me what we have planned.
Do you not have anything planned?
Oh, we have things planned. We have things planned. All right.
Are you going to share or not share?
No, I'm not going to share. Some things should be.
Are you going to trivia
When is that? Tomorrow night?
tomorrow night for your birthday?
Well, I have to see. I have to check with, I've got one of those wives. I got to check with her to
Okay,
see.
let me know. It'd be fun to celebrate with you.
You're actually going to trivia tomorrow?
I mean, it is your birthday. Yes, I would go to trivia tomorrow. It's your birthday. Okay, we need to get on
nice.
with the program.
All right. So here's what you can expect on the big show today. We've got this room in your house is going extinct. A room that's going extinct. Is that what it is?
Yeah, like some houses aren't even going to have them. Well, don't have them anymore.
Right.
How you
Uh,
unwind after a long, long day? That was our question of the day, and we loved your answers for that.
we also have, if you want to boost your mood, drink this, and it's not whiskey or bourbon. Actually,
Fashion,
maybe it is. That was a terrible tease. Maybe it is.
fashion rules that could get you kicked out of Disneyland, and what you should do when your brain is on autopilot.
All that stuff. Yeah.
Curt
Okay.
Cruz, do you still have 5 dogs in your house? No, 6
No.
dogs in your house?
6 dogs at the house. We have our 3 dogs, Tilly and Teddy and Bella the Beagle.
Yes.
Tilly and Tilly were our foster fails. They are at this point 6 and 7 months. I think that's about right. And then Bella, who's 16. She's an old lady, but she's doing good. And then we had the 3 pups that we agreed to foster and not foster fail this time. All the comments were like, "Oh, you're gonna fail." It's like, we can't have 6 dogs here.
Well, you can because you do.
Yeah, well, it's really the entire house has been redone to accommodate the dogs. Like the kitchen is blocked off with pee pads on the floor and everything. And yeah, it's we actually had some interest from one person yesterday contacted me and said that we were just thinking about getting a German Shepherd. So same with you. If you're looking, we've got these 3 adorable pups, and you can find out more at Washington German Shepherd Rescue.
That's awesome. Okay.
.org.
Did you are you sharing anything about your weekend?
It was pretty uneventful. We actually try to not do a whole lot in the weekends. That's our thing.
Well, you do have 6 dogs to take care of, so it's hard to leave the house.
It does kind of keep us a little bit trapped at home, and that's okay. It'll be over soon.
Maybe
And I'm not enjoying it, but it's just a lot.
if you can't leave your house for trivia tomorrow to celebrate your birthday, perhaps we should have a puppy party to celebrate Curt Cruz's birthday at your house.
Maybe not. We already have a puppy party every day. Oh, you just want to come and pet some dogs.
Well, we do. It's about the others, Curt Cruz.
Yeah. Well, somebody put on Facebook, it's like, "Oh, I want to come over and pet him." It's like, okay, bring some money. You pet it, you bought it. What about you? You always have busy weekends. You were out on the water.
On yesterday, actually, we went to Lake Samish up north. And just had a lake day with our friends Doug and Lisa and their kids. It was so fun. It was casual. They have like 3 jet skis and a boat. And Pat tried to do the hydrofoil surfing. Have you seen that before?
Oh yeah, that looks like that'd be very hard.
I mean, Pat's super studly. That is hard. He's really good at anything he tries, and he's really good at water sports because he's done them pretty much all his life. And
Right.
he tried like 7 times, and each time he improved. And the last time he got up, but when you know how this is having a boat,
Yep.
the person in the water feels bad when you're trying something new because they fall, you have to circle back, get him, try again, circle back, get him. So he was feeling guilty that he was taking up too much time. So he's like, okay, I'll be done. He would have had it one more time. He would have had it.
Yeah. Well, and for people that know, the hydrofoils are They look like little mini surfboards, but they're above the water by what, a foot or two?
Well, you can get different heights the better you get, but yeah, there's like a little stick with the fin at the bottom of it. And when I say stick, it's like metal, and it can hurt you very badly when you fall off and it flips back into your shins.
So a water unicycle is what we're talking about here, right?
Kind of. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
Anything else from the weekend?
Nope, that's it.
Oh, and the Seahawks stink. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, we don't need to say anymore. Oh. In case you're dreading going back to work today and you wish you could retire, there is a $750 million Powerball jackpot. It's the 10th largest ever. Drawing is tonight. I will buy a ticket.
Good, because I was thinking there are people that get the mentality of, well, it's been over $1 billion before. I'm going to wait for that. It's like, okay, so somebody hands you 750 million, tomorrow, like, nah, I'll take my chances on $1 billion.
No, I am gonna win tonight, and I will donate some of my winnings to your puppy fund.
Oh, thank you.
So you can keep all 6 puppies.
Well, who hasn't said, dog lover said, man, if I won the lottery, I'd just buy a house with a bunch of land on it and just let stray dogs come and stay with me, or adoptable puppies.
That's right up your alley.
I appreciate that, Jen, in advance.
The Mariners, I hope.
Big deal last night with our own Cal Raleigh. This guy is a phenomenon.
He's on fire and fuego.
Last night set a new record, Major League Baseball history. He's the first time, let me see, he's hit the most home runs in a season by a catcher. Actually, he hit his 48th home run to tie it. Did he also hit the 49th?
Yeah.
Yes. Right. So he had 2 home runs last night. It's almost getting to be expected now. He gets okay, we're going to get a home run.
Yeah, no big deal.
Shouldn't look at it that way.
No big deal. So, Cal's up. We're gonna get at least 1 run in. If there's no one on base, we're getting at least 1.
And that did lead also to a victory for the M's. So
much needed. We're in the running for the wild card or something like that. Like, we're doing pretty good.
Doesn't it feel like we're always in running for the wild card, but never like the shoe in?
I know.
It's like it used to be that way with the Seahawks as well. Like, well, if so and so loses and such wins, and 2 teams transfer towns, then maybe we might be the wild card. We'll have to see.
Having to rely on other people's wins or losses in order to get into the playoffs is not great.
That isn't great. And the good news is it'll be hockey season soon. So,
well, yeah, there's that.
Okay. Tramps like us.
You love music, Curt, and I brought this up to you. I'm like, hey, should we talk about this? You're like, yes, we absolutely should talk about this.
Mostly because we're light on material today. Admit it.
Okay. Well, it's a special day in music today and in New Jersey because Bruce Springsteen's album Born to Run turns 50 today. It was released back in August 25th, 1975.
His first real big success. And it says here it's widely regarded as an American masterpiece by both critics. It says, and your parents, but I guess that'd be me, right? But my parents probably don't know who Bruce Springsteen is. Is he the one that sings Jesse's Girl? Rick Springfield, mom. So 50 years ago it came out, and half a century later, the songs still hold up. Like 10th Avenue Freeze Out is on there, of course. The title track, Born to Run. And the fact that he's 75 and still putting on 3-hour plus shows at this age, he's a machine. Bruce. Yeah,
there was someone had asked him when and if he plans to retire or stop touring.
Mm-hmm.
And Bruce replied, "Well, you've never seen a hearse with luggage on top."
We hope that doesn't happen, but he's in it for the long haul. He already has been in it for the long haul.
It's his passion. So why wouldn't he?
Exactly.
Good news for coffee drinkers. If you want to boost your mood, drink coffee.
So that's the whole story?
There's a new study out from Europe that shows that coffee can improve your mood. Mm-hmm. Regular caffeine consumers immediately reported in this study immediately reported feeling happier and more enthusiastic after a cup of coffee or some other kind of caffeine.
Hmm.
And that joy typically lingers for around 2.5 hours. So,
Okay.
cup of coffee, 2.5 hours, you find some good joy.
We always knew coffee was good, right? So this just sort of cinches it as well. But it did not break down how much you should drink. I did not know there was such a thing as a caffeine overdose, by the way, until relatively recently, that you can cause yourself some real harm. This says, did you already talk about the 1 cup of coffee every 4 hours and I missed it?
No, I didn't.
Okay. It can give you the boost. You shouldn't overdo it. It says 4 cups per day should be the max. That's the equivalent of about 300 milligrams of caffeine. And that means nothing to me. Is that a lot? Obviously, that is a lot. Otherwise, they would say you could have more.
How much coffee do you drink?
That much?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Same with me. And I never know if it's the caffeine that brings me joy or the sugar that I add to it.
No, I don't add sugar to the coffee.
You just have coffee and milk.
Pretty much. And then so occasionally we'll do like just a dab of one of those flavored creamers or something like that. But for the most part, Dana has it much stronger than I do. Mine's basically hot chocolate with a shot of espresso, but that's what I drink.
Well, but
this much milk and this much coffee.
Oh, okay. So it literally is just a shot of coffee with a bunch of steamed milk. You have very frothy milk too, by the way.
Yeah, well, thank you. We enjoy our frother. It's true. Do you still watch Saturday Night Live?
This is why I asked you. I'm like, do you think people care about this? But you're like, you know what? It's worth mentioning because SNL is an institution, right? Saturday Night Live. I do not watch it anymore unless occasionally I'll go grab it and watch a little bit of it on YouTube if I've heard some, there's been some hubbub about a certain, show.
Well, it's I watch it, but I choose not to record it and then watch it on Sunday. At my leisure, as they say. Lorne Michaels, the guy in charge of everything Saturday Night Live, basically, he said he was talking about a new cast that will be announced coming up in about a week or so. And all that he said was only one cast member is confirmed to return for the upcoming season. Out of all the cast members, they're holding on to James Austin Johnson, relatively new player on Saturday Night Live. He does the most recent version of Trump, and he does a great job. He's got I know Alec Baldwin did it for a long time, and that was so. But so that guy's coming back. I guess pretty much everybody else is on the chopping block.
Huh. Or this is just a nice PR stunt because look, we're talking about it.
Yep, and it works. So I guess the announcement's coming in a couple weeks. If you are a Saturday Night Live fan, you will find out then.
Okay, so I thought this was kind of interesting, and you're like, I don't know about this, Jen.
Did I say that?
Yes, when your brain is on autopilot, which it is for most of the day, right? I mean, we're driving home on our familiar drive. We're going through our daily routine that we know so well. The autopilot brain handles the grunt work, right? It's super efficient. It requires far less energy, but it has shortcomings. But so the autopilot brain is responsible for it's impulsive. It does the grunt work. It's driven by learned reactions triggered by similar, like habits of ours, right? But it doesn't get us into like the thinking part. The autopilot brain assumes, judges, blames, and avoids, and it can't overcome any prejudices against people, and it can't work through anger. So this therapist that wrote this article said, you need to turn to your reflective brain, Curt Cruz.
Oh, just me? Okay. I'm glad.
That's the regular part of the brain that calms you down when you're upset or revs you up if you need to reflect on things. So you go into the reflective brain state. How do I do that? You pause and you ask yourself, how can I make this a little better?
I was thinking that what was that? So that's the reflective brain versus the
autopilot. The autopilot brain is just doing its thing, right? It's doing its thing. But in order to snap out of it, because it will get into a negative loop sometimes, in order to snap out of that, you need to pause and pay attention to how you're feeling. Ask yourself how you can make this a little better. And it works. You just train your brain to do that.
The autopilot brain for me, like you said, it's active a lot of the time. Active, inactive, I guess. But that's where, I mean, I'll ask Dana a question and 5 minutes later I'll ask it again because I didn't remember the first time I asked it. Or that's when you're like, where did I put my keys? Or did I lock the door? There's things that you just do every day that every now and again you're like, you do the, did I lock the door? Because, and then you got to go check, or you got to go check to see if the stove is turned off. So that's it. And to get into the reflective brain rather, you have to say, how do I make this better?
Well, because the autopilot brain will often get into a negative loop. Like it's, if you're used to like negative self-talk or just something bad happened, or like I said, the negative brain, is the prejudice brain. Like it will look for evidence to support anything that it's thinking. And so that's where the pause comes in. And then you can ask yourself, what's the evidence against what I'm believing right now? Like try to do the opposite. Like, I don't even have an example for you.
It sounds like a lot of work. It does. I'm sorry. I have to remember first of all, I have to remember to tell myself, I have to recognize that I'm in autopilot brain, and then remember to recognize that I need to do something to get out of that.
It does take some work. That's why they say the autopilot brain is good, because it takes less energy, but it's not very good for, like, it's not good to be on autopilot all the time. So
okay,
basically just slow down. Don't get sucked into a loop that drags you down. And it does take work to rewire your brain. It means you need to be mindful and reflective.
All the things.
But if you do it often enough, your brain will automatically do it, and that will be your autopilot.
Okay, it's good. That's good information to have. Remind me to remember to recognize and remember to do that.
Be reflective, Curt Cruz. Let's reflect on the question of the day.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Question of the day from Friday. You had a long weekend. Well, you had the weekend to come up with your answer for this. It was
how do you unwind after a long day? And you know what? You were like, do we want to ask this? Are we going to get into this whole, like, everybody's going to say, oh, I drink a glass of wine, or I take a bubble bath.
And you were right. We got some great answers.
We did get some great answers. Like Sonia said, watching YouTube videos.
There you go. Sandy, reviewing all the kindness and love in my life. Wow.
That works, though.
That's like self-reflection and stuff. Yeah. Marilyn says she watches old Westerns on TV.
Michael said he takes a short nap. Ina said a bubble bath. She's like, oh, no, bubbles. I'm sorry, not a bubble bath. Maybe it's a bubble bath and champagne, but I'm pretty sure she means champagne.
Paul said it's got to be music, whether playing guitar or listening to vinyl records. That's his happy place. I agree. Just holding on to a guitar for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that how you unwind after a long day? You'll grab the guitar?
There's a number of ways, but sometimes I will. Yeah, just sit there and strum. And again, you sort of zone out a little bit.
Anne said, have coffee and watch a favorite movie. And Jeanette said, a couple rounds of cards with my hubby on the patio, which I love.
Listen to Nancy. Good for you listening to the radio, listening to Classical King FM on her way home. Nancy does. Jennifer went with wine, which is great. So did Anne. Anne said a glass of red wine, and Jan said a glass of red wine and a good book.
Randy said, I mope around the house and complain. It doesn't seem to help, but it's what I do.
Steve, you're killing me here, man.
He said, crank the Hank. That's Hank is now old country music station, and it used to be the station Curt and I worked for
many, many years. Steve just trying to get a rise out of us. Good job, Steve. A different Steve. Sit in my gravity chair on my back lanai. Oh, this is Steve T in Hawaii.
Yeah.
With a Mai Tai and enjoy the Hawaiian trade breezes. He's got a good answer.
Susie, this is Susie the groomer, isn't it?
Yep.
I ride my horse
like Calgon, she takes me away.
That's awesome.
And Marilyn says, that sounds great, Susie, riding a horse. Laurel, go out for happy hours with her husband to one of our favorite restaurants, which is either Russell's in Bothell or Sean O'Donnell's, with 6 locations in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, nice, Curt. And Jenny said, I don't like this. I just go through all the motions and do it again the next day.
Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Yeah. Good answers. We'll have a brand new question of the day coming up here in just a few minutes. Right? Here's the deal with this story. Well, the headline, Madonna is cooling it with the plastic surgery because of her 28-year-old boyfriend. And she is, I should know off the top of my head. Of course, it's not part of the story.
Hey,
I
Google,
suppose,
how old is Madonna?
oh, right now it's 67. That's what it says.
67, yeah.
Okay.
First of all, I'm shocked Madonna's had plastic surgery.
You didn't know that?
I'm kidding.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was oh man. She says that she's cooling it with the more intense cosmetic procedures because her 29-year-old boyfriend, Akeem Morris, says he likes her just the way she is.
I want it that way.
That's not a Madonna song. And I wonder, that may be true, that he said, I love you the way you are. You look beautiful to me. Don't worry about it, type of thing. Or here's what I think. She doesn't have any body parts left to have cosmetic surgery done on.
Well,
every inch of her body has been cosmetically surgeoned.
We will not judge.
I'm not judging.
We will just take the story for what it is.
And move on.
Yes.
I couldn't find any more dining room music.
Well, you ruined it already, Curt. I was going to say this room in your house that you might have, but if you go tour new houses, probably don't have anymore. And that is a formal dining room.
I thought that was just a rarity because the houses were smaller and they couldn't have a separate, they have a dining nook or something like that, right? Or a breakfast bar or something, but not a formal dining room.
Yeah.
Your house has a big formal dining room for your giant ass table.
Well, in the house that, if we can afford to build it, which is what we're working on right now. Oh, that's what Pat's building. I'm gonna swear for a second. So if you have children that are listening, close their ears, because this is what I call it. Pat is building the shit field right now, which is the septic drain field where all the poop goes and lives.
Poop just goes out into the field and just sits there?
Well, I mean, it goes through a process, I guess, but I'm calling it the shit field. Anyway, in our house, we won't have a formal dining room. It'll be one big great room that I can put my big ass table in.
Okay.
Anyway, 80% of designers for new home communities say formal dining rooms are less important than they were last year. Instead, buyers are looking for more versatility with their square footage as homes have gotten less affordable. So yeah, you have to, like, you're right, Curt. The homes are smaller because they're too expensive to build.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have to make, you have to be creative with your space.
That extra square footage that you'd need for a separate dining room. Now we have probably the same thing you guys are doing. We have like the great room concept, and there's definitely an area that is the dining room. Although I suppose you could use it for a den or anything else you wanted to.
Right.
But as far as, the old, what I'm thinking of, the old fashioned one, it has its own walls and a door going in and coming out with a giant window, and then Thanksgiving turkey and stuff.
We have a formal dining room in our house, Jackie and I, that we rent together.
I know you do, and I'm a little jelly.
I would call that a formal dining room because it's separate from the kitchen area, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, and they say that people are just using them as that they can use that space that would typically be a formal dining room for like you said, a guest room, an office, a playroom, storage.
All the above.
And people are eating at the kitchen island instead, or at the coffee table, which I hate to even say because you should not eat in front of the TV. Standing
up in the kitchen. That's all the further I got.
Jeez.
I can do this pork chop right here. Speaking of which, that's one thing we do over the weekend. Grilled out some delicious pork chops.
Oh, okay.
With sauteed mushrooms.
Oh, yeah, I do love some mushrooms.
Okay. That's all I have about that.
It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world.
I feel like I should have gotten my Mickey Mouse ears out for this story, though.
You have enough.
These are fashion rules that could get you kicked out of Disney parks. And I had no idea that these were rules for Disneyland. And I love Disney. Like, I've been to Disney. You have too, many times. I had no idea that there were these like fashion rules, what you can and can't wear.
Apparently, So you want? I guess you want to know what are the fashion don'ts. The fashion do's is way too long of a list.
Yeah.
The fashion don'ts. All right. If you are planning your Disney trip, and this is to any of the Disney parks.
Yeah. So costumes for adults is a no-no. Kids under 12 can dress like their favorite princess or pirate, but grown-ups cannot do it. Disney wants the official characters in the park to be the only ones in costume to preserve the magic for kids, of course.
Outfits with long trains or dragging fabric like floor-length gowns or, big capes, anything that could trip you or somebody else in a crowd. That makes sense. It is very crowded often, especially on Main Street. You don't want somebody stepping on your cape and strangling you. That's a good one.
Or on a ride when it gets like caught in something.
Snap your head right off. It'll happen. Sorry. Revealing attire. You're supposed to stay away from bikinis, crop tops that mimic swimwear or overly skimpy clothing, Jen. Those are off limits. And shoes are required at all times too.
I feel like maybe they don't enforce that one as the shoe thing, maybe, but like it's so subjective on the revealing attire thing.
I'm surprised you let me get away with saying overly skimpy clothing, Jen. You don't wear overly skimpy clothing. See, that's the thing.
But you cannot wear your banana hammock to Disneyland now, Curt. So don't do it.
That's for the benefit of everybody.
Okay. No scary or offensive clothing. Anything that might frighten children or clash with Disney's family-oriented vibe is banned. That includes horror costumes or shocking graphics.
So you can't wear anything from Nightmare on Christmas? Nightmare Before Christmas. That's Disney.
Nightmare Before Christmas you could, but that's not
scary. Are you kidding me?
They have like Jack Skellington is part of like when it's Halloween, like holiday haunted house.
Exactly. I think that could be a trigger for a lot of youngsters.
Well, then don't go to Haunted Mansion.
Finally, offensive tattoos. If you have ink that could be seen as vulgar or inappropriate, you'll need to cover it up before entering the park. Is any of your ink inappropriate, Jen?
I don't have any ink. What about your tramp stamp? Is that inappropriate?
That's usually covered up. Nice try. I enjoyed that.
Then you'll be
fine. You almost made me look. My tramp stamp.
This brings us to the end of the program. The time has come. Where did it go? It always goes fast when you want it slow.
What is that?
A boomerang, a boomerang. It was a show.
Called a boomerang?
A kid show, yeah.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of it, but I like the song. Just don't sing your sunshiny wake up song. That's the one that kills everybody.
I love that one. I'll sing that another day.
We'll play it in the next show. How's that?
Okay, what's our question of the day, Curt Cruz?
Well, two things. It's National Banana Split Day, right? Today. So enjoy a banana split. It's your duty. Your duty to have a banana split. Because it's banana split day.
Actually, so delicious.
Yeah. And also, if you haven't noticed, at least here, well, actually all around the country, it's been hot.
Hot, hot, hot.
Hot, hot, hot. The hot, hot heat. Exactly.
Here's the thing. In the Pacific Northwest, if we hit 75, it's too hot for many people. And we've been in the high 80s to 90s. So people that do not have air conditioning, which is most of us, I would say, are dying trying to sleep and live in a hot box of a house.
I was very fortunate that we do have air conditioning at this house. And anybody who needs to have air conditioning is invited to come over. It was just a weird thing. I was doing a spot for, why can't I think what it's called over there in Linwood, next to the convention center. It'll come to me, but they said, no, it was, they said, hey, Curt, can you do some live spots, some testimonial spots for our air conditioning? We'll give you an air conditioner. And I was like, sure. And the spots were supposed to go on for like 6 months, right? But it ended up being one of the coolest summers that we had in a long time. Like, we can't promote air conditioning in a cool summer. We're going to switch to furnaces, and you're done. So I did commercials for like a week and a half.
And got a free air conditioning unit?
It works that way sometimes.
That's awesome. Okay, back to our question of the day. It's National Banana Split Day. It's hot out, so we want to know, what is the best ice cream treat?
You know what? I think that I'm simple. I'm going to say ice cream sandwich.
Oh, I just had one of those yesterday, and I hadn't had one in forever. And they get so sticky on your hands. You know what I mean?
That's part of the appeal. I know those Klondikes that come in different flavors and stuff like that. Ugh.
Are the Klondikes ice cream sandwiches? They don't have the cookie on each side.
There are ice cream sandwiches made by Klondike. I don't know if that they do more than that.
Ice cream
They make a lot of ice cream
sandwich
things.
would be a good one. Another one for me is I like to go to, well, I love Cold Stone, so I love just getting, like ice cream with mix-ins.
Does that count as an ice cream treat, or is that just ice cream?
No, I think what's the best ice cream treat? I mean, that's ice cream. Blizzard, does a Blizzard count as an ice cream treat?
I think so, because it's got stuff in it.
From DQ, so it can't be regular ice cream with stuff in it?
Sure. It can be regular. For the sake of the question, the best ice cream treat you can say is just ice cream. Why don't you go with vanilla while you're at it, Jen?
No way. I like more stuff. I like more stuff in my ice cream.
Okay. Give us your answers for that, and we will have them for you coming up on, I believe, Wednesday.
We'll post that on Facebook, by the way. Curt and Jen in the Morning Facebook page. And
go there and look at the puppies we have up. I just want to say that. Go look at the puppies we have up for adoption.
Yeah. Like Curt said, we'll be back on Wednesday. New episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Like, follow, subscribe, interact with us because it helps. And we'll see you Wednesday. In the meantime, make good choices, find joy, spread kindness, and laugh.
Laugh. It's good for the soul.
Right. Have a good one.